Hey there, I'm Justin Wilcox from Customer Dev Labs, and today we're talking about early adopters. So there's a lot of confusion around this concept, and I know I was confused when I first got started. But when we're talking about early adopters, we aren't talking just about people who are buying the latest iPhone or the latest new gadget. We're talking specifically about people who are actively trying to solve the problem that we're trying to solve. These are going to be your early adopters. They're going to be your first customers, and they're required for you to build a successful company. Here's why. If you've seen this curve, it may look familiar. It's from Crossing the Chasm. And inside here, we've got at least 4 different groups. I'm just going to call out a couple of them for simplicity's sake. This first one here, these are the early adopters. These are the people, like I said, who are actively trying to solve the problem that we're trying to solve. Next to them, we have the early majority. These are the people who are going to make you rich. Ultimately, this is who we're going to solve problems for. But there's something very special about this segment that we're going to talk about in just a little bit. Finally, there's the late majority. We're not going to talk about now. And then there are laggards who are down here. And we don't really care about them for the moment either. We want to focus here and here. Now, when you go out and you interview people, you're going to find some people out there who fit in one of the 3 categories with respect to the problem that you're trying to solve. If they recognize that there's a problem and they're actively trying to solve the problem, we consider them an early adopter. So they know they have the problem and they're doing something about it. If they simply know that they have a problem, but they aren't doing anything about the problem, that's just the way life is, that just comes with the territory, they're an early majority. Once someone else tells them about a great solution within their peer group, they're going to be brought on board, but until then it's not going to happen. The late majority, I like to think of these people as they're totally oblivious to there's a problem at all. Maybe global warming skeptics, people who are obese and not doing anything about their own health. This would consider them late majority, sort of they're in denial that there's any sort of problem out there. All right, so why exactly are we targeting these people? Why can't we just go educate the early majority about the problems that they have and the potential solution? Well, you can if you want to, but it's going to be a hell of a fight. And the reason is these people aren't looking for a solution, so you're going to have to go get their attention, say, hey, stop, educate them that this is a problem they should be solving now, and then try and explain why your solution is going to help solve their problems. That's a tough road to hoe. Instead, it's much easier to go find these people who are already looking for a solution and offer them a better way to solve their problem. The other reason why we want to start here is there's a special requirement about early majority. In order for an early majority person to jump on board with your solution, there has to be an early adopter. That's the big difference between these 2 segments. This person's typically going to require that they hear about the solution from an early adopter or that you have some proof points with an early adopter. So these guys are going to make you rich, but these are the guys that are going to help you find the people to make you rich. So you got to start with the early adopters. You got to find the people who are actively looking to solve the problem if you want any chance of building a successful business. So that, my friends, is who your early adopters are within the lean context, and that's why you need to go out and find them. So give it a shot and let me know what you learn.